Hey there, and welcome back to the channel where we like to explore the vast unknown. Namely, trying to treat BeamNG less as a crash simulator and more as an actual simulator. Today, we're at the Nurburgring Nordschleife as part of a greater series on how quickly each car platform in BeamNG can lap the infamous track. Due to popular request, or because you guys just hate me, we'll be driving the Civetta Bolide. The Civetta Bolide? The Ferrari. We'll be driving the Ferrari today. And to anybody who's unaware, the Civetta/Ferrari platform in BeamNG is one of the most homicidal in the game, shy of perhaps the Widgeon and the Pigeon. But because you guys have such great fondness for me, you of course wanted me to do our very first lap in this very iconic 80s sports car. So we're gonna do it old school. Full H-pattern manual, handbrake, though I hope I don't need it, and the nice oval rim as well on the direct drive wheel rig. So this should be a bit of a different BeamNG experience for us. So before we get into it and I try and wrangle and tame this ridiculous beast around the Nurburgring Nordschleife to work out, well, first whether I can finish a lap, much less actually being able to set a time, make sure to subscribe and like to keep up with future real sim racer meets BeamNG content, because this is going to be a little bit different for us. Here we are on the start line. We're going to get a rolling start around T1 here, or I guess technically it's sub T1. But quickly, take a listen to this. Oh. One of the few cars that actually sounds good in Beam. Let's do it. Alright, we've got a nice rolling start going around, straight onto the Nordschleife, of course, because no GP circuit for us, that'd take way too long. Coming up to the Sabine Schmitz curve, will we survive the hard braking zone, followed by the hard left turn? Yes, but we'll do it sideways. And you're already getting a good idea of what this car has in store for us for the rest of the lap, because this is the easy part of the circuit. I'm gonna have to really dig deep, use every part of my brain to maintain the monologue while maintaining myself alive and out of hospital. Alright, nice and easy, and down to third for this. I am of course driving full manual. We've got the full heel and toe happening underneath this sim rig, which you'll have to take my word for because I don't have foot cam going on. But ain't no one wants to see that. Alright, so coming up to Flugplatz. Always very, very dangerous when you're driving an 80s prep race car with never quite enough aero for the kind of performance that it outputs. Alright, nice and safe, good. As you can see, I'm constantly micro-correcting because Beam is just on its own level when it comes to car behavior right now. I don't know how they turned it around from being a super bizarre driving sim to something that feels like this. This version of the track is of course... Oh no, wrong gear. Oh. This version of the track, of course, is hard to drive when you're talking. It comes from the original AC. And if you've ever driven the original... you would know how much more communicative the experience is in BeamNG, especially when trying to drive one of the most difficult car platforms on it. Alright, so coming down into Flugplatz, the car is dancing like crazy at high speed. I'm gonna have to really keep off the curb on the right there. Just drop a gear, nice and easy. You can see, oh no. Oh my god, okay, that's fine. It's not fine, it's almost fine. Oh, it takes everything out of you to drive this thing. And of course, as you can see, BeamNG defaults to a very weird, hyper-wide FOV when it comes to the, whatever you want to call this, the hood view. Now I can reset it every single time, but it gets kind of tedious after a while, so I've just tried to learn how to drive this way by default. Gives you a really good sense of speed though, doesn't it? Doesn't make the driving experience much easier though, I can tell you that much. So, yeah, she likes to step out quite a lot, and this is probably the most forgiving version of this platform as well. The race prepped one with the thick slicks. Got to get on the brakes nice and early. This car just kind of lacks balance. Also lacks the ability to stop. We kind of come into the slowest corner of the track, and do we survive? Yes, I think we do. Of course, no TC on cars this old, no ABS, nothing, just you, and hopefully a gigantic set of testicles. There we go. Whoop, oh my god, okay. It's quite the experience, isn't it? Really makes you want to long for the days of old. I feel like I'm kind of doing a take on that rough yellow bird video that we know from the late 80s on the Nurburgring. It's a wholly different experience to driving a modern car on here. So I'm getting a little overcautious, I think, but cautious is probably better than over-optimistic. Because you wouldn't believe how tricky it is to finish a lap with this car. So, a big thank you to everybody who voted for this as our opener. I feel like it's just going to get easier from here, and possibly slower as well for many of the cars. But it's so exciting. Like, as far as platforms go, I wouldn't want to open this series with anything else. I mean, this is where it's all at. No. Oh. And that's all it takes. Okay, second time's the charm. As you saw, that's all it takes. That's all it takes. One little oversight and your lap is pretty much finished here in Beam, especially in this platform. I mean, what a car, what an experience as we go on the grass, two wheels, not the experience that you want to be having in Beam. All right, coming up to the carousel. Can we survive my favorite sector coming up on Sector 3? I can't wait. I'm so excited to take this ravenous beast through there and see what we can do. But can we keep it in the carousel for the time being? No, we can't. No, don't need this in my life. Ah, good drift though, right? Totally didn't lose any time there, so pay it no mind. Coming up into Sector 3. So exciting. Try not to run wide, of course. We're lacking aero, given the performance profile of this car. Quick downshift down to 4th. Totally cool. Don't mind the evil sounds. Oh, as we get a nice little drift at about 130 kph. We head down towards Whipperman now. Let's see, can we survive? One of the more exciting parts of the Nurburgring Nordschleife. Can we mount both curves? Yes we can. Can we survive the exit? Yes we can. All right, nice and easy. This is where things start to get really interesting. I'm gonna try and keep it in third for here. I just don't have what people call testicles. That is a key component of driving this car around this section of track. Yeah, just keep it in third. It's all good. Don't even worry about it. Nice long traditional manual gears. And a gorgeous sunset up there. Wow. I love all the shadowing from the trees. The fact that this version of the track actually looks kind of arguably more advanced than the game that it's taken from is quite amazing. Oh my god, not to mention the driving experience itself. It is taking everything I have to finish this lap, much less try and set a competitive time, whatever a competitive time even means in BeamNG, a game that doesn't even have official multiplayer yet. But wouldn't that be something? A full 24-hour race here in BeamNG. I just don't have the corners for this. I am downshifting way more than I need to be right now. All for good reasons. Stay alive. Stay alive, I say. Stay alive. Okay, we're good. Pay it no mind. I lost absolutely no time there. My brain is just like 404 arrowing like crazy. Okay, all right. None of this pansy BTG stuff. We're doing a full lap of the Nurburgring Nordschleife, minus the GP circuits. We're going all the way down the straight, all the way down Döttinger. Gives me a nice chance to rest and reflect on this joyous experience. So once again, my thanks go out to you who recommended I drive this as our maiden voyage through the track in BeamNG. I can't imagine a better experience than this because it's just kind of going to get easier from here. So we're already at the bridge. I need to work out when I'm going to start downshifting here because I am scared. I'll be honest. I'm really scared. Maybe here. Do the first gear here. Second gear here. All right. And another one. And then another one. Yeah, second. Yeah, nice and easy. That totally cool. And then down to second again. And for our first ever lap of the Nurburgring Nordschleife in BeamNG, 7:27 for an 80s sports car. It's insane, and notwithstanding the several mistakes that I had, so this car's probably capable of being in the 7:10s quite easily. Crazy. Don't mind that really sick looking crash over there either. I totally pressed the wrong button there. I wanted to get an external view of that crash. That's terrible. 7:27, guys. Our very first lap of the Nurburgring Nordschleife in the Civetta Bolide, Civetta Bolide, the Ferrari, in the Ferrari. 7:27, so I look forward to taking the rest of the platforms around here. Let me know what you guys want to see me drive around here next. Leave it in the comments down below. Make sure to leave a sub and a like while you're there. Help the old algorithm along, and yeah, join us for our next Real Sim Racer meets BeamNG content whenever that happens. Cheers.